Welcome back to
Happy
unPACKED.
Halloween. Sorry. Are we starting? I'll let him talk. I'm so excited.
So this is our Halloween episode. If you couldn't tell.
I'm the devil.
I figured we needed something that represented who we are as people. So I did choose the costume, by the way.
You did indeed, yeah.
And I chose the roles as well. But yeah.
I'm the devil. He's an angel.
So how are you feeling today? Gotta hope that nothing slips out today.
I feel it's okay. You're a man. It's just a nipple.
Yeah, but I don't want our episode to get canceled.
That's why I get canceled, because your nipple's out.
Our last one got demonetized. No joke.
Shut up.
Somebody texted me and they're like, your last episode has a restriction on it.
Probably because you said, oh my god, it's probably because you literally...
I said so many things.
No, you said it. You were giving instructions on how to shoot up gay people, Ethan.
Oh my god. I forgot I did that. I apologize.
I'm sorry that my co-host was giving instructions on how to kill gay people.
But I said it was a joke. Sorry.
I can't believe it. So is it back up or no?
No, it's been up. It's just restricted.
So what does that mean? You just have to like click something?
Yeah, but it means also we can't have ads on it, so we don't make money on ads.
Oh, this is gonna pose so many issues.
Yeah. So.
Oh, we're gonna miss out on so much money.
Anyway, this is our Halloween episode.
Happy Halloween, guys. Be safe.
Yeah, be safe, I guess.
Be smart.
Today.
Don't take candy from strangers.
So today we're talking about Halloween, and I want to start there. How do you feel about take candy from strangers thing? Because that's what Halloween is.
I agree. It literally is. I was so mad when I would go trick-or-treating and my friends' parents would be like, you gotta check your candy. And be like, no, my parents never made me check my candy. It would be like, if you're stupid enough to eat a fucking Reese's with a razor blade in it, like, you deserve to have a gash down your throat.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Like, if you're, like, how can you not tell that the packaging has been tampered with and that there's a fucking razor blade in your candy?
I feel like I'd notice if there was a chainsaw in my Snickers.
Personally, but maybe I'm just special.
Yeah. Did your parents give out candy?
Yeah.
What kind of candy did they give out? Were they the fucking weird parents?
No, my parents were always good. They weren't like as good as like full-size candy bars. They weren't like that crazy, but I feel like that's a little excessive, you know? Because I kind of like it in moderation. Because like if every single house passes out full-size candy bar, then it kind of loses its novelty, you know?
I guess
it'd be like the one house like on the corner, and it's like the super rich people live there. It's like the rich old people, you know? And it'd be like, we gotta go there. They give out the full-size.
That's where. So there's not really like houses to trick or treat at around me.
Yeah.
So we had to drive places, and we'd drive to where we had like, I'd been born there, but I didn't really grow up there because as soon as my sister was born, we moved. Mm-hmm. But it's like a neighborhood with a bunch of old people. Mm-hmm. And so normally when people are old, they give you full-size candy bars. Sure. And it was crazy. There was like a lot of steps you had to walk up to get to most of them, though. They always have the most insane steps. And it's like, I know she's not walking up those steps. That 90-year-old woman is not getting up those steps without busting a hip.
I agree.
So why do they always do that? But yeah, you'd get to the top and it'd be like, here's your full-size Kit Kat. I'd be like, it's all worth it now.
But yeah, my parents passed out. Typically they just get, my mom really likes, do you know 100 Grand bars?
No.
She loves those. It's like chocolate and caramel and like, kind of like Rice Krispies. And she loves it. It's like, I don't know, it's kind of an old people thing, but not really. It's good. But it would always come in like a variety pack of like that Reese's, like Heath bars, Kit Kats. Mm-hmm. Just like a normal candy mix. So they'd always pass out that because my mom really liked 100 grams. But my grandparents pass out, you know, Better Made potato chips.
Mm-mm.
Really? It's like they're made in Detroit. It's like a very Michigander thing. Like a lot of Michiganders are very prideful. Maybe it's just because I live on the east side and I'm by Detroit. But like Michiganders are so prideful about Better Made potato chips. You don't know what that is?
No.
What the fuck? I need to buy you some. Wow. I don't even know if they sell them at Meijer. I don't know where they sell them. But there's I think it's on 8 Mile. There's the Better Made potato chip factory. And my grandpa goes there.
That's where Eminem grew up.
Yeah.
Was
That's
it?
weird. I think it's AMAB. I'm not sure. But anyways, he passes out better made potato chips. What do you think of getting chipses?
I don't like it. I don't like
Really?
potato chips.
Oh, I
I
forgot you
think
don't. I guess it changes things.
chips are a weird thing to pass out for Halloween. I even feel like sour candies are weird to pass out.
Whoa.
If
Really?
Halloween, it needs to be chocolate. It needs to be savory things. You know? Like passing
Yeah,
out
I
sweet
guess.
tarts, I can't get behind
I
sweet
can't get
tarts.
behind that. But like I feel like I really like Swedish fish. I can get behind
I can
Swedish
get
fish
behind
and like
Swedish
Sour
fish.
Patch.
I don't. I guess
Sour
I can get
Patch?
behind them.
What other sour
I
candies are there?
I
I don't
can
like
get behind.
suckers.
I can't get behind suckers.
No.
I will never eat the suckers that are handed out on Halloween,
Mm-mm.
but I can get behind Starburst too
Starburst are
when they
good.
like drop like 7 of them.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that,
What do you think of pretzels? You know the little bags, and
oh
they're like
my
shaped
god,
like
I
little
hated it
bats. Oh
so
my god,
much.
I love those. But it's like I feel like it's a nice like after you trick or treat, you're always so hungry, and it's like God, I'm gonna feel so sick if I eat just candy. Like I need some pretzels. You know, so like you eat your
I would
pretzels and then
never
you
do
eat
that.
candy.
After we trick or treated, we went and got pizza or like
Oh.
something like that. It wasn't like we went home and starved. Like,
Oh. Well, we would eat before, but after you trick or treated, it would be like,
yeah, you have your dinner and then you get like,
oh, you get pizza after
well, yeah,
too.
we'd go to like, because
Yeah.
it was right around where my dad built this gas station.
Your
And
dad built a gas station?
yeah, he used to have a like construction type business. Well, I guess he rebuilt it because it was already like he remodeled it. And
Gotcha.
so the people knew us. And back in the day, they'd give us free pizza and stuff.
Not
But
now.
I don't, we haven't been there in so long. I don't think they'd probably know who I was, to be honest. I think it might have a new owner. I don't know.
Gotcha.
But yeah, we'd go there and sometimes they'd give us free stuff. And yeah, it was good. Gas station pizza hits so hard if it's from the right place.
I can't say I've ever had it.
Really? You know what I'm talking about though? How they have that little glass thing on
Oh
the
yeah,
counter that
Speedway
spins
has one.
around?
Yeah,
It
it's like
hits.
$4 for like a 16-inch pizza. It's like how are you able to do that? That's
You
fucked up.
gotta try it. We have to try it at some point. It hits so hard, but it either hits really hard or it's gonna be the most disgusting thing you've ever had in your life.
I feel you just don't think of it. Like if I go to the gas station, I'm hungry. Like I'll get something else. I'm not
But
gonna be like
maybe it's because every
pizza.
time I get pizza from the gas station, I'm already really hungry.
Yeah,
But I feel like gas station food always hits hard.
I'd agree with that. I'm trying to think. Like a chicken,
You know those
like a
little.
fucking hot dog.
I've never had a gas station hot dog.
A Meyer. Well, I've had one a few times. Meyer gas station. They did a promo for National Hot Dog Day. And they were giving out free hot dogs.
Um, what are they called? The little rolled up things.
Oh yeah.
Taquitos. Those hit.
Those I'd never had until when I was working my junior year. I worked next to a 7-Eleven, and my manager would be like, Reese, go get me like 7 taquitos from 7-Eleven. So I'd drive my car down and I'd get her so many fucking taquitos, and she'd always be like, get one for yourself too. And I was like,
They're good, aren't they?
There. What's your favorite flavor?
I don't
We
know.
would
I haven't
try
had
them
one in
all.
so long.
Yeah, I only ate them like at work. But the same thing, I don't know if they're actually good or if it was just like me working a 14-hour shift and like at midnight my manager telling me to go get something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But
Sorry.
anyways.
Oh,
What?
nothing.
What do you think of fruit snacks in your Halloween bag?
I love fruit snacks in any other instance besides Halloween.
Okay, important question. Thank you for your answer. What would you hold your candy in? Before I forget, I need to ask you this.
What do you mean?
Like, what bag would you bring for the people to put your candy in?
So this is a little bit controversial.
Okay.
I would have a separate bag in the car because when you go up to the house and you barely have any candy in your bucket, they're
Oh my god.
going to give you more than if it's filled to the brim. They're going to give you like one. So I'd go to a couple houses, empty my bucket a little bit, and then go to the next one. So I'd have like a trash bag in the car,
Okay.
and then I'd have like one of the little pumpkin buckets.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. Or whatever matched
Same.
my. I'd always have a bucket that matched my costume. Like if I was going as a skeleton, I'd have one of the skeleton buckets
Okay.
instead of the pumpkin ones.
Mhm.
Or I think one year I was the Joker, so I just had a black pumpkin basket.
Interesting.
But yeah.
Well, when you see, I live in a very populated area, so like you don't get driven around. Like that's like weird. That's a foreign thing to me. So it was like you walk from house to house.
Yeah.
And did you know that most people use pillowcases?
No. I never used a pillowcase. That's really weird.
I don't think it is. I guess I've never thought about that, but like where I'm from, like everybody uses a pillowcase. Like it's weird not to use a pillowcase. Which now I think about it, like it's so weird. Like you would have to get like your mom's, like you know, you'd be like, Mom, let me go in the closet, and you'd get like the tiny shitty.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, where are you finding all the extra pillowcases?
Now that I think about it, like that's so weird, and maybe it isn't a thing. I think I need to ask around, like if it's just a Rochester thing, but it can't be. I don't think it is. I feel like it has to be a normal thing.
So you really missed out on the driving around portion.
You missed out on the door-to-door experience.
No, because I went door to door, but we like drove in between because it was like door to door for like 10 houses. And then you'd move on to the next 10. We'd kind of skip over some of the houses, you know, because it's like,
yeah.
But whenever I watch Diary of a Wimpy Kid, I'm a little jealous because the houses are so close together in Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
That's how it is. Like, so yeah, so when you're saying like you would go into a subdivision, was it like the sub only had 10 houses in it?
Yeah, and then you drive to the next one.
The subdivisions where I'm from have probably like 60 or 70 houses in them.
Yeah, it wasn't like that.
Yeah, and they're all like very close to each other. So it's like, I mean, you've been to my neighborhood. Mm-hmm. It keeps going. There's like 17 different entrances to it. Like it loops around like 7 times.
But listen.
Listening.
One time,
yeah,
we went with our whole family. Mm-hmm. And obviously you got to drive there.
Yeah.
We had an RV.
Whoa, that's
cool. And we loaded up. It was me, my 2 aunts on my mom's side, my cousins. There was, I think, like 5 of us trick-or-treating all together. So my cousins, we all sit there. We'd unload at certain houses, get back in, and then pour the candy on the table. And it was like, go to town.
Wow.
Trading. Did you trade with your siblings?
Yeah.
What would you trade them?
I don't like coconut, so I don't like Almond Joys or, what is the other one? Mounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like those. So
I
would
love
take
those.
Whatever they would want to give me for, and I would give them my Mounds and Almond Joys.
I would always trade people for Reese's.
I love Reese's. I think Reese's are the best candy.
Reese's and Kit Kats. And
Kit Kats, yeah.
Back in the day, I could convince my brother to trade me like Reese's because my brother doesn't like Reese's. I don't know if he still doesn't, but he doesn't like peanut butter.
Yeah.
So he would trade me his Reese's for like the shittiest candy. Like I could give him the fucking suckers.
Yeah, that's how Gabe is because when he was little, he loved all like the sour candy and all like the like hard fruity.
It's
candy.
like, yeah, you take this one gobstopper and trade me 3 Reese's for it.
I'll take it.
But yeah.
So what is like your ideal candy? A Reese's?
Probably Reese's. Yeah, I really like Almond Joys though.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like coconut. I can't get behind the texture. It's too much for me.
What's the difference between an Almond Joy and a Mound?
Almond Joy has almonds on it. Mound has no almonds.
It's just
coconut and chocolate.
Okay, so I like the Almond Joys better.
My dad also really loves Almond Joys. So I'd bring them home to him. Would your parents take some?
Yeah. Do you remember that trend where parents would like pretend they ate their kids' candy?
Yeah.
Did your parents do it to you?
No.
My mom tried it on me, and I pulled a knife on that woman.
Damn. Why?
Because you're not going to eat my fucking candy after all that hard work.
Yeah.
Who are you to come through and eat my candy? She thought she ate with that, really. Then it's like, no, babe, you're about to get stabbed in your own house.
That's crazy to wow.
What?
Would you sort your candy?
Snort?
Sort.
Oh. Yeah. Why wouldn't you sort your candy?
I don't know, just a question.
Okay. It's a dumb question.
Okay. Well, I feel like not
you know what we need to do?
What?
We need to get a truck and a trailer and go trick-or-treating in the trailer.
Say it like those are such just like casual things that are obtainable. We need to get a truck and a trailer.
We need to fill it with hay bales and go trick-or-treating. That's what would happen in my area. You'd like fill the trailer with like all your friends
Mhm.
and go trick or treating, and everyone would hop out of the trailers at the houses.
Woo.
So then you didn't really have to walk at all. It's like you got drove to every house and hopped
Yeah.
out of the trailer. That was good. Then it was like you had your hayride and trick or treating on the same night.
So would you go like with your friends or with your siblings?
Most of the time it was with my siblings because it was like I didn't trick or treat when I was older. So it wasn't like people could where I'm from, it's not like everybody lived next door to each other.
Yeah.
So it's like if you wanted to go trick or treating with your friends, you had to plan like weeks
Mhm.
in advance. Okay, fucking Jeremy's mom's okay with it. So Jeremy can ride the bus home with me, but he has to get his bus slip signed so he can get dropped off at my house.
Mhm.
That was another thing. My birthday is October 3rd.
I remember.
But back in the day when I was little, my parents wouldn't let me have a party like when my birthday was because we were always busy. It was like so many sports going on. So I'd
Yeah.
always have it like end of October when all the sports were wrapping up.
Yeah.
So I'd always have Halloween parties. And I used to have really, really big for like middle school standards parties. Like I'd invite like 40 people to my house. And it's like that's my class size. Like my entire class would come to my house. And one year I invited too many people because they would not let the amount of people that I invited get off at my bus stop. Like it's like you could have 6 people get up off at your bus stop. So we had to have some people get dropped off at my neighbor's bus stop because she was coming to my party and it's like
Yeah.
she was like, okay, so Erin and Bryn and all of the girls can get dropped off at my house
Yeah.
and then we'll come to your house. All the boys can get dropped off at your house.
Oh God.
So we had to
cool.
plan it so specifically so that everybody who needed to get dropped off could get dropped off. I miss that.
Was it on a weekday? Like, why didn't you just throw your birthday party on a weekend?
No, it was a weekend. It was like a Friday, but it's like
Oh, okay.
people's parents didn't want to drive them
No
all the
way.
way there and back. So it's like we got off school and everybody came to my birthday party.
Mhm.
And then their parents just had to
Whoa.
come pick them up.
That's crazy.
But yeah, and then one year I was a rock star with a mohawk and really, really dark eyeliner.
Okay.
I can't remember what I was any of the other years. That's the only really memorable one to me.
Let me think. I've always done silly shit.
I've had so I'm really passionate about Halloween and I have probably some of the best costumes ever to be honest.
But you can't remember any of them?
My junior year I was Joe Exotic.
Wow.
It was pretty good too. It was really good. So I just like dressing up because I think it's really silly.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you give me a reason to dress up in any sort of way, I'll do it. Like Spirit Days in high school, when it was like they'd be like, "All right, it's Farmer Day." I'd pull up in fucking Daisy Dukes and a cut off flannel
Oh, yeah.
and cowboy boots, and it's like I had to go to the store and buy these things because it's not something I have in my closet.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, pull up in my cowboy hat and boots. Days like that, I don't go all out. Oh my god. There was one, it was called Ocean Day. And I was like, okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I dressed up like a toddler going to the beach for the first time, and I wore, do you know those little, so I got the little floaty things that go on your arms.
Yeah.
But I also got, you know, those little newborn floaty things that you stick your baby in and they can float in the water. It's the little
Yeah.
ring.
Mm-hmm.
So I got one of those. I couldn't fit into it, so I had to cut out the bottom of it.
Yeah.
But I wore like an inflatable ring around my waist all day, and when I sit in my chair, I'd be like,
Wow.
it was so good. I
Who
think
the
that was
fuck
my
is that
best.
a beach day? That's such a shitty theme. It's so
I don't remember.
weird.
It wasn't a shitty theme for me though, because
Yeah.
I was amazing. But yeah. So yeah, I have a real good time with Halloween. This Halloween, I have. Should I count this one?
Yeah.
One.
Five, right?
Do I have 5?
Mhm.
What other ones do I have? Oh my god, I do have 5.
You're a lion.
Oh shh.
Sorry.
Yeah, I have 5 costumes planned for this Halloween.
Me too. This is one.
It's gonna be so good. Yeah, how did this one
What do y'all
do?
think? I'm
This
the
was
devil.
like my No offense, this was my least like
Cared about.
thoughtful one.
I'm not gonna lie, me too. If you couldn't tell, it's kind of just a shirt and horns. But I was like, I'm sitting in a chair. I can't really wear fun pants or anything. I don't
Yeah.
have red pants. I'm not gonna go buy a pair of red pants. I'm not a big fan of red.
Okay.
Just to let you know.
So I actually have a costume coming up that's full red.
On myself.
Oh, okay.
To clarify.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it, but especially with my current hair color, it brings out the red in it. Orange.
These wings,
I
though,
was gonna say, how is your comfort level right now?
really not good. I was talking about earlier before we started that
You look a little uncomfy.
I'm sad that I couldn't wear this anywhere, but I don't think it would stay on very long if I went anywhere.
I agree.
I think it's kind of good for the moment.
Just for the moment.
Yeah, if I went, yeah, like if I showed up to somebody's house in this, it was like, oh, cute, like going to Kira's house and getting a little Polaroid, then it would be cute. But staying the whole night in this is not gonna happen for me. So I'm glad it's just for the podcast.
As well.
But my next ones, hopefully they're comfortable. I didn't.
I think mine are. My one for tomorrow. I don't know.
What is? Oh,
Open the line.
the lion one.
What are we doing tomorrow?
I don't really know. So
Sorry,
this is
guys.
kind of.
We're talking about our plans for the weekend.
So somebody invited us to a party, but I have to work in the morning after, and somebody from Ferris.
A party at Ferris?
Yeah.
Invited us, being me too?
Yes. They invited all of us. It was somebody who came to my party.
Who?
I can't say names. We're on
Is it
air.
somebody I know?
Probably someone you've talked to in the past.
Do they go to Ferris?
Yes.
Sorry if I already asked that. Okay. Anyways.
But I don't. Hopefully, it's actually Friday, because Friday would be better for me, TBH.
Me too, TBH. Just kidding, I don't really care. I don't do anything ever.
Yeah,
I have
but
a hamster to take care of now, though. So.
oh fuck.
But anyways.
Yeah. Now that we've cleared that up.
What do you think about? Okay.
Oh my god, that's tomorrow.
I know.
What the
freak?
What the freak? Anyway.
I'm excited. I really love Halloween personally.
I do too. It's very busy though. I get
past,
really stressed out.
So do I. And it's like, God, like I'm devoting so much time and energy. Like while I was home, I probably spent like 3 hours trying to like going to different stores and finding shit to wear. And I was like, God, I can't believe I'm home right now and I'm spending my time finding Halloween costumes.
It's so good though, and then it lasts like a couple seconds.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna put it on. And whenever I have costumes, they always like when I first try them on the first time, I'm always like, wow, this is good. And then I know Halloween night, I'm gonna try it on. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, why am I wearing this right now? It's so
I'm still excited. I love Halloween.
Excited. So do I.
I had a couple years where I didn't do anything for Halloween. Like my sophomore and freshman year, I stayed inside and watched movies.
Really? Halloween movies at least?
Yeah. But yeah, junior year sparked something in me. Senior year, oh my god. I did Mean Girls with my friends for senior year. That was a good one. Yeah.
My senior year, I was the girl from Midsummer, and my English teacher was really mean, and he told me that I would like Midsummer because it's feminist porn. And I was like, okay. I'm just trying to be like the chick from Midsummer. You don't gotta dig on me that hard.
Sorry.
Who were you for Mean Girls?
I was Regina. Yeah, believe it or not.
Did you get to pick that, or?
Yeah, it was my idea. Actually, I feel a little bad because I feel like when I have friends and it's Halloween, it's like, let's do a costume together. And it's less of like, what do you guys want to do? It's like, okay, this is what we're doing.
It's like, I'm going to be a pretty little girl in a red dress and you're going to be a man with a bag on his back. Like that, maybe?
Yeah, but that one's cool.
Yeah, for everybody involved.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
I think it's funny. No, but I do have a cloth. Because I looked at the picture and it's a cloth.
that she has tied to him.
Yeah. So I have a cloth. I think that one's good. I
I'm
did.
excited.
I
I
thought
think the
about it.
pictures will look cool.
I thought about it a little bit over break, and I was like, "Damn, I can't believe I convinced Grace and Reese for one of their costumes to be men with bags on their heads." I felt kind of bad about it, but then I was like, if they really didn't want to do it, they'd just say no.
True.
So
No, I know. I'm excited for it. It'll be good.
I think it'll be good. I
I
think,
think it's silly because I think that nobody knows who the. Okay, guys, what is the artist's name even? I don't even really listen to the artist. Verite?
but
Verite?
the point is that nobody's gonna know it,
Nobody's gonna know. Not a single person.
and I'm not gonna explain it to them either.
Can we tell everybody something different?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because nobody's gonna know the actual concept behind it,
Yeah.
and
It still looks freaky though.
I'm not like, it's not like a exact representation of it either. I just thought like, oh, wouldn't it be so funny if I had an entourage of people with bags over their head?
It's pretty good.
But yeah, I have ideas for next year. I can't share. I'm also,
All right.
are you secretive about your costumes?
Not really, no. Because I'm never, excuse me, I don't know. I don't know. Not really, no.
So I don't know if you've noticed this about me. I'm very secretive with Halloween. It's like
I know.
the most intense holiday ever for me. It's like,
I was telling my parents this yesterday because I was telling them how I have two group costumes with you, and they're like, well, what are your friends wearing? And I was like, I don't know. Ethan gets so protective about and secretive about what he wears. Like even like concerts, he'll be like, I can't tell you. I can't. I'm like, what are you wearing tomorrow? It's like a normal Thursday. You're like, I can't tell you. It's like, bro, it's not that deep. But yeah, I have noticed you get very secretive when it comes to clothing.
well, yeah, because first of all, I've had instances in the past where a bitch copies me just just to spite me.
How would I copy you though? You're like a tall, lanky man.
But if I'm like, I'm gonna wear red pants, and then you wear red pants too, I'm gonna be like fuck you, or like similar ideas, like,
Gotcha. That makes sense. I feel like Halloween makes sense, but when it's like an
I don't want to
day,
see.
I'm like, bro.
That's why, like, I couldn't do an angel at a party. I don't think, because there'd be so many angels at a party.
Yeah, that's why I'm nervous because both of my costumes, or two of them, are so basic.
But
like a witch,
they're a
and
concept
a
behind. Ooh.
Yeah, the concept behind them are cool, but like they're so like if I'm not standing next to you or Grace, it's just gonna be like it's a vampire.
Yeah.
But like I don't know.
Next year's is gonna be good. I already have two planned.
Are they solo?
One of
Or
them
am I
is
gonna be
you.
involved
I told you about one of them
okay.
at lunch.
I can't wait.
Yeah. So yeah, I've already started looking for the things.
For which? For both?
Yeah. Well, I already know what to get for the one that I talked to you about, but the other one, I've been looking online for things. Because another thing, do you like buying just like the costumes? Like, you know how
like pieces?
How people will be like, oh, I'm gonna get a nurse costume, and then just buy a nurse costume.
I've never done that. I've always like before Halloween, my mom and I would always go to the thrift store and try to find the pieces for it. I building it.
I like that too. I don't like just buying a costume out of the bag because I don't know. It doesn't, like last year I was Fred for Halloween, but I was Fred with a jock strap and a
that was crazy.
Crop top.
That was wild.
So it's like I couldn't find that anywhere.
Was it on actual Halloween? Did you dress up?
Mm-hmm. I went to a nightclub.
On actual Halloween though?
Mm-hmm.
It was on like a Wednesday.
Then it was the weekend before.
Gotcha. I don't know when I would have seen you in it though, but I remember being like, I like had known you for like a month, and I was like, what the fuck is this man wearing? Like he's dedicated. He's good at this. He's good at his costumes. Yeah. This
year's the first year I have multiple. I've done like one year I had one for school. Like I'd have to do that in high school and middle school. I'd have to have like one for school and one for home because like I can't be a fucking demon blood sucking like fucking creepy gay. Sorry, I need to stop talking about the gay people. I've
never personally done that, but you know what I have done?
What?
I've done commercial breaks before.
Oh.
Today, I'm here to tell you what you need to do if you have a shitty life and you want it to be exponentially better. You know what you need to do? You need to get the fuck out of your fucking bed and buy an Owala bottle. A water bottle. Can I tell you guys, Ethan, have I told you how amazing this bottle is?
You have several times.
Let me break it down for you.
Okay.
So first, fucking this one is like 32 ounces. So much water. I drink a lot of water, so let me tell you something. I drink like 6 of these a day, and I'm shaking off the fucking walls. But let me tell you. You go, thank you, thanks. Hey, you're so good at backing me up. Thank you. So let me tell you this. But first, can I get closer? Am I allowed to get closer?
Of course.
Good. Thank you. Guys. Whoa. You guys have never seen me this close. Don't I look beautiful? Look at my bangs. Anyways, you fucking go like this and you can swing it around like a sexy little purse. Then
it's your clutch.
It's my fucking clutch.
Yeah.
Hit the button. Oh my god! Oh,
how does it do that? Does it always do? Okay.
I don't even have to fucking tip it back, because guess what? There's a straw. Not only is there a straw, there's also, my mic's the wrong way, there's a fucking spout. So if I want, I can tip it back, but need not be. Ethan, take a sip for me. How was it?
Now, Reese and I have a couple classes together.
Oh my god.
She always lets me have her water. And let me tell you something. She puts ice in this once a day.
Once a day, guys.
And it stays in there for the rest of the day.
Rest of the fucking day.
She refills this thing like 3 times. That water stays in there the whole
time. Ice fucking cold. Best water bottle you'll ever have. So now, you're probably thinking to yourself, how am I going to get my hands on one of these? So you know what you're going to do? You're going to go to owala.com. That's OWALA.com. And you're going to add the fucking water bottle to your cart. And then guess what you're going to do once it's in your cart?
Can I tell him?
You can tell him, Ethan.
You are going to type in promo code Clarice.
What was that? Clarice? Formal fucking government name?
Clarice. Clarice. And you will get 20% off.
20% off!
20% off!
20% off of a water bottle that will change your life. Do you hear me? Thank you.
This is our first official sponsor on this show.
So thank you, Owala. We appreciate it.
We love it so much. You guys, please support, because we are both broke as a 90-year-old falling down 2 flights of stairs. So please go support them. They're amazing. And is this your personal favorite color?
Personal favorite color out of every color that's ever been there.
They have a new one called the Creamsicle. Yeah. I think I need to get that one. And you know what I'm going to do to get it?
What?
I'm going to go to the website. What's it called?
Fucking Owala. That's OWALA.com.
And I'm going to type in what?
CLARICE into the promo code section.
And what am I going to get if I do that?
You're going to get 20% off.
20% off?
20% off.
What
the fuck is right,
this
brother?
This is the best deal ever, probably.
I think this is the best day of my life.
This is the best day of my life.
Thank you. Glad we're in agreement.
Anyway.
Make it the best day of yours. Go to owala.com.
So while we were on break, we started talking.
We did.
About costumes people don't like. And let me just say something.
Say it.
I feel like when I do costumes, it's okay. There's a lot of costumes that I judge. Like what we're doing right now. Yeah. Most basic thing ever.
Last year, I told my roommate I made her write a list in her notes app, list of costumes, and if any of them ever to shoot me in the head.
Is this one of them?
And last night, when we got home, she made me do a try-on haul of all my costumes, and I walked out, and she was like, "I'm gonna have to buy a gun. I cannot believe that you just walked out in a devil costume." And I was like, "Yeah." But anyways, continue.
Yeah. So I'm a little bit hypocritical because I feel the same way. Angel and devil should never happen.
Basic, but like, I feel like the man is never the angel. Now I don't think so. About it, and the woman is always like the cute little angel, and then
and it's also like, I'm wearing a tablecloth right now.
True.
Like, I'm not wearing a white t-shirt. So, you know, like, I don't like the people who are like, I'm a bunny rabbit, and it's like, no, babe, you're wearing a thong and a pair of bunny ears. You're not a bunny rabbit.
True.
You're a whore.
What do you think of people who are overly hoary on Halloween?
I love it, but only if it fits the costume.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was fucking Fred from Scooby-Doo with a jockstrap.
How's that fit the costume? Is he whore?
No, it's like, it's a costume that you wouldn't think, like when people do what I just said, it's like lingerie and a pair of bunny ears. I don't like that because
Yeah.
it's like it doesn't make sense. But like doing like funny things like what else can I think of? I don't know, like oh my god, I have another one that I need to do next year.
So you're already at 3.
Yeah,
Fuck.
I need to write
You
them
need to
down
write them
though.
down, yeah.
Yeah. But like especially when you I intentionally pick characters or like ideas that you can do that with because I think Halloween is the best time to dress like a whore and the best time to have sex with as many people as possible. How? Oh
On
my god!
Halloween? Why?
Oh yeah, because everybody's dressed up, especially if they're wearing a mask. I don't want to see your ugly face.
So you're
Okay?
gonna make them keep the mask on?
Yeah. If they're ugly,
Whoa.
it's like take the mask off. Oh, okay, keep it on. you
Wow,
know?
you're crazy, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Something about being in a costume just changes me as a person.
I understand that.
It's like you're dressed up, you don't have to be yourself anymore.
True. That's
Like,
why I like theme days so much. Because it's like,
yeah.
I get to be silly.
Like one day I'm being don't want to spoil. I guess this will be out by the time it's there. But
Yeah.
like the costumes I'm being are very much like I'm the boss of everyone.
Yeah, they are.
So,
Whoa, they really are. Yeah.
yeah, that's kind of my vibe on Halloween. I like I'm good with slutty costumes is my answer to the question.
Okay. Anyways, back to costumes you don't like. I don't like sun and moon. I think that's boring.
That is
Unless
boring.
it's like very well executed.
If you listen,
Listening.
if you dress up as the sun and you have like a full on light system on you and then the moon has assless chaps, I think that works.
That would
That
be
isn't
good.
that a good idea?
That is, yeah.
Yeah, like
I think I need to be just the moon next year so I can wear assless chaps.
isn't that a good idea?
Good, yeah.
So that's what I mean. Like if you're the moon and you put on a black shirt or like a silky shirt and that's it and you're like I'm the moon, then you can probably go fuck yourself.
Probably.
But if you show up and you're like I'm a full moon and you got assless chaps, so like I feel like any costume can work.
Everything. Yeah, but I don't think any costume could. I think that prisoners are so overdone.
Prisoner and police officer?
Yeah, like that's so corny.
Let me try to think about it for you.
Okay.
I
don't like when I don't like when men are firefighters.
Firefighters.
It's just an excuse for them to not wear a shirt.
Oh yeah.
It's like brown.
That's the other thing. I think most of my hatred for costumes, like I feel like a woman can wear anything and I'll be like that's cool. But if a man does anything,
if you're wearing a sport, can I be the bouncer at your party? And if anybody just has on a fucking jersey, shoot them in the head?
Yeah. If anybody shows up to my house with a jersey and they're like, I'm a football player.
No, you're not. Leave.
Be like, bro, you got bigger tits than my fucking great aunt.
My great aunt is dead.
Oh,
she died of breast cancer, actually.
Rest in peace. Did she have big boobies though?
Yeah.
Okay. Even bigger with the yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
So yeah, like that was the other thing. There's a no hate, no shade. There's a frat bro.
Shit after that statement.
There's a frat bro that came to my house talking about if a woman's not a 7, she's not getting into my party.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not letting any men in.
Try to come to my party.
That's what I'm saying. How can you, as maybe 1.5 on a good day?
I give them like a 0.5.
How can you say if a woman's not a 7, she's not allowed in? That's what I'm doing for this party. I swear to you, if a man comes to my house and is not the most attractive person I've ever seen, or my friend, they're going to see the door.
Damn. So there's going to be like 2 men?
Yeah, there's going to be me and there's going to be Brian.
Okay. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
you think what other ones? What else do men like to do? I feel like jerseys are a big thing. Actually, I think my roommate's gonna wear a jersey, but hers is really funny.
I I think it's funny
when okay, can I spoil it?
yeah.
Okay, sorry, Lizzie. It's like one of her older brothers, and the shorts are like basically they're like past your knee, and the jersey's like down here.
That's
Yeah,
good.
so it's funny.
So what is she? A basketball player?
And she was like, I think it's OJ Simpson. I think it's his number. I'm like, Lizzie, I think he was a football player. She's like, no, I know it's OJ Simpson. Like, I don't think he played basketball. Yeah.
Does she have a basketball?
No, but we were like, you need to get one and hold it on your hip all night long and just throw it at people. Isn't that funny? So
does she know how to spin it? She needs to learn.
Yeah, and then when people ask what she is, she's gonna be like, partner costume with Reese. And then if people ask me, I'm gonna say, no, we're not. My costume is Grace. But she's gonna tell people that really the vampire funny. And the basketball player, that's OJ Simpson, are together.
The vampire and OJ Simpson, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways. What else? I don't like the Greek god thing.
Neither do I.
Because it's always men that think that they're so sexy and so muscly. First of all, a little off topic. Bodybuilder men disgust me.
Thanks for letting me know. Me too.
You either,
believe it or not,
this is my personal preference. You either got to be skinny as a stick, sickly looking, or a little bit chubby.
I would agree.
I don't like overly muscly people.
I agree. It makes them look a little bit too much like men, and I think that's why I don't like it. I need you to either be... Basically, I just need you to look like a woman.
Yeah, you either need to look like a woman or you need to look like a man in the sense that, oh, you're a cute little teddy bear. You know? Like, yeah. And most of the cases I've found, it's because they're short. That they become bodybuilders. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's always because they're short.
There's a man that has been texting me recently. He is probably the biggest scum of the earth that I've ever met. He goes to a Christian college and he tells me all about God all the time and how I need to be converted, and he's a bodybuilder, and I was like, isn't it like against God to like, isn't it you're not supposed to do things for looks, like for other people's, what is it called, like vanity?
Yeah.
And he got so mad at me when I asked him.
It's kind of a valid question though.
Because I'm like,
a lot of Christians are super into like bodybuilding.
Which is so weird to me because that's like I don't know a lot about any religions really, but that's like the one thing that I did know is that like, because when I was younger, it'd be like, oh, you're looking in the mirror too much, like vanity, 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 blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
So if you're going to go to be the biggest Christian asshole ever and tell everyone else that what they're doing is a sin and then post mirror pictures after the gym, I'm going to need you to go light yourself on fire.
Well, he also likes men. Being a bodybuilder probably isn't the biggest of his worries.
Whoa, I didn't even consider that a possibility.
Really?
I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah. That's a pretty big red flag.
And yeah, just a fucking asshole. I've noticed all the time they're fucking assholes. And I also don't like when they ask me to go with them. Because they're like, oh, you'd love it if you just got to go with the right person. I'm like, first of all, I have better things to be doing with my time than being in a hot, sweaty gym with you.
Oh my god. Actually, now that I think about it, I want to light all bodybuilders on fire. Okay. Because I forgot about the process of getting there. Because I always forget that the people who are in the gym next to me are working towards being bodybuilders. And they don't care about anybody else who's there. Yeah. And they make the loudest noises in the entire world. Like, I don't even know what. Like, they're about to die.
They always want to make it known that like, it's like, I'm lifting 60 pounds. It's like, bro, my 13-year-old brother can lift 60 pounds.
It's like, and they're fucking groaning and moaning, and then I'll get on the same machine and I lift the same fucking weight. And it's like, babe, like, okay, like, you might be this big buff man, but like, it's not that impressive. Like, and there was this man the other day, and I was waiting, and I waited. It was, I went at a really bad time. I went at like 7 p.m., and there were so many men there. And he was freaking sitting at one of the machines, and he was playing Clash Royale.
No,
And I was like,
that's relatable.
No, it was, but then it would have been fine if he was like just sitting there playing. Like, okay, yeah, like take your time in between sets, right? But then he would freaking do like maybe 3 reps. And then he would go back and sit and fucking play Clash Royale for like 10 minutes. And he was like, bro, you're the devil. But anyways,
First of all, let me talk about that a little more though. Okay. Because I really hate when people do 1 or 2 reps and they say, yeah, I can lift.
No, like, you can't.
No, you can't. The rule that I was given in 7th grade by my wrestling coach / gym teacher was, if you can't do 12, then don't ever tell somebody that you can lift that much.
I agree.
And I've lived by that since 7th grade. And so all these fucking stupid fuckers with the big muscles, rule of thumb, this was also told to me by the same person. If your muscles are that big, they're for show. They don't do anything, to be honest with you. Like, you can lift a hay bale for maybe 20 seconds. But can you carry it across the street for me? No.
So true.
So, just letting you know.
Yeah. It's really just the noises that bother me. If you have to be making that much noise, then you should probably not be lifting that weight. That's a lot of noise to be making as a man.
I don't like it when men do anything, to be honest with you.
Me neither. But especially when they make noises that like are like a little bit sexual sounding. It's like, I shouldn't have to leave the gym because I'm so uncomfortable. Like, you need to stop moaning when you lift a weight. It's not that hard not to. I've never felt the need to moan when I lift a weight, ever. Ever. Have you?
No, but I would.
Okay.
If given the opportunity.
Okay. Good to know.
Just to see, I feel like I do a lot of things just to kind of as a joke. Like, I do a lot of things as a joke, but I feel like people don't realize it's a joke when I do it. So they think, wow, he's a fucking douchebag. Like, spoiler alert, I'm going to be Hugh Hefner this weekend. That's like the douchiest costume you could do.
Yeah. God, I really hate Hugh Hefner and the bunny. It's so gross to me.
It is so gross.
It's so gross.
And that's why I wanted to do it, because I'm like, this is so funny. Because I don't know. I think it's funny to do as a joke.
Funny when you do it, because I know you. But like,
that's
also,
what I'm saying.
I don't know.
People who come to my house and don't really know me are going to be like, wow, this is the douchiest person I've ever met.
Like, you're not a predator.
Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you so much.
Put it there.
Thank you so much for saying that. That's so kind of you to say.
But any other man, I'd be like, he probably disrespects women. I hate it. And then like their like slutty little girlfriend is like willingly the bunny. It's like,
I'm gonna.
You're like,
wait,
what? That's so
I have a question.
creepy.
Do you like it when the girl is Hugh Hefner and the guy is the bunny?
I think if it's executed right. I think if they're like silly people, then it's like, okay.
Yeah, fine. When it's like trying to be too sexy and he's like still. If you're gonna be the woman dressed as the bunny, I'm gonna need you to be in a fucking bikini. Like, don't just put on bunny ears and wear your muscle shirt.
I agree.
But yeah, I can tell you, if I ever end up in a relationship, I'm choosing the costumes every year. I'm doing couples costumes, and they are going to be the most insane things you'll ever see. Well, the one I told you would be such a good couples costume.
Which one?
The one that I told you at lunch today. Wouldn't it be good? And in that case, I would definitely be the other one.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Just because I think it'd be funnier that way. Because I'm picturing... Never mind. But
no, I want to know what you're picturing.
Like, if I were to be dating a big muscly man, every Halloween, you are going to be dressed in the most... Honestly, everything ever. When I get to pick your outfit, you are going to be dressed in the most feminine, like...
Really? That's really funny.
I think it needs to happen.
I don't think what else I don't like. Black cat.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else. I thought you were going to say something...
Like, nobody really does other kind of cat.
Black cat.
Like a cat, you know?
Okay. I don't know a circumstance that I could get behind a cat.
Yeah, I feel like, because it's always just like a black like bodysuit.
Yeah, what else do you do for a cat?
And ears and a tail. Like, that's so lame. I feel like all animals like are never really that good.
Maybe if it was...
Unless it's like something crazy. But I feel like animals are never executed right.
If it was more than, I don't know. I really don't know when it would be acceptable.
Okay, so maybe never.
Probably not. It would have to be a very specific example.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I guess if you have really good makeup skills and you do like an animal and your
Yeah,
face is like fully like
like you look like that.
yeah, then it's good. What about
Sorry, continue.
you were gonna say something?
I think it's crazy when people can transform their face to look like famous people with makeup.
Mm-hmm.
I saw this girl the other day, and she was Lana Del Rey working at Waffle House. And
No,
she
babe,
fucking
babe.
what?
Lana Del Rey did work at Waffle House.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, so
Her
this.
Halloween costume was
Oh,
her dressed
I
up.
thought you were saying that somebody
No.
tried to say that they.
No.
Okay.
No, like their costume was like them as Lana Del Rey working at Waffle
Okay.
House. So it was like they like contoured their face so they looked exactly like Lana Del Rey, and then they were wearing a Waffle House uniform, and then they had a coffee pot with a straw, and they were like drinking out of it, and then a name tag that said Lana. And I was like, that's so funny. And then the makeup, it was like, that's fucking Lana Del Rey.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
I wish I could do makeup like that.
What do you think about? I feel like every year somebody does Pennywise. How do you feel about that? And Georgie, I've seen so many Georgie costumes.
I don't think I've ever seen a Pennywise before.
Really?
Yeah,
I feel like
done?
that was a big thing. People would do like a pair of costumes. Someone's Georgie and somebody's Pennywise.
I've seen people do Pennywise, and it's like you wear your raincoat and you carry around your balloon, whatever.
Georgie?
Yeah, but I don't think I've ever seen Pennywise.
I feel like most of the Pennywises are like a bunch of people who are really good at makeup.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I feel like I can think of like one or
Mm-hmm.
two people on TikTok who will like really have their face be cool.
But there was a lot of Georgies with their red balloons.
What do you think? You don't like it?
See, that's another one. It's been all the costumes I can think of that have been outdone. I can think of a way, like if you pulled up to my house in just a raincoat and your clothes underneath were like red latex, like
Mm-hmm.
you made like a fucking thing out of balloons,
Mm-hmm.
then I'd be like,
Oh, I understand.
that works
God.
so good.
Yeah. Okay. Now, this is another classic that I can get behind because I think that no matter how many times it's done, it'll be funny. I think that a sheet ghost is so good. What do you think of it?
I can't get behind the sheet
I don't
ghost.
think I've ever actually seen anybody be a sheet ghost. Like, nobody
I
ever
don't think-
actually fully commits to it because nobody's like, I don't want to, I don't
Yeah,
want to walk around in a sheet with fucking holes as
But-
eyes. Nobody's ever actually done it.
that's
think
why I
if
can't get
saw
behind
I'd be
it.
like, what the fuck?
I
Like, this
can't
has
get
not
behind
been
it
done before.
because if somebody came to my house as a sheet ghost and didn't say anything the whole time, I'd be a little bit freaked out. Like,
I didn't say they wouldn't say anything the whole time.
but like that's the concept, right? It's like
Yeah.
somebody who wants to show up and just not say anything and just kind of be there. Which
I didn't know
actually,
that was
now that I
included.
think about it, I can get behind that. I've been to a lot of parties where there's like one person that doesn't say anything and just lurks the whole night, and it's like
Like the one man on the one couch. What was his name?
he was. I don't say names, but he sat there the whole time. I have 3 different pictures of him throughout the night. Like what? I was like so out of it that night, and every time I looked over, he was still there, and I
He
was
had
like,
to ask me if he was real. I was like, Reese, are you seeing this too?
I know. Yeah, I have so many pictures of him. I have one from like 10:30, one from 12:30, and then one from like 3. It's like he's still there in the same spot.
Yeah. So I like the ghost one.
So yeah, I guess I can get behind it, especially when they like have like sunglasses on or something too. Like the Taylor Swift sheet
Mhm.
ghost, I can get behind.
Mm-hmm. I feel
Um,
like a lot of people will probably do that this
they
year.
definitely will.
Taylor Swift is apparently the #1 Halloween costume this year. Some study shows that.
Taylor's like herself.
Yeah.
That's so weird. I
It is.
feel like we've already see people were asking if I was going to do that this year.
Be Taylor Swift?
Yeah, and I was like,
Taylor Swift.
I kind of did that when I went to see her. You know?
That's what people were also saying. Like, well, it's probably the #1 costume because everybody's just re-wearing their Eras Tour outfits. And I was like, I guess that makes sense, but still.
But I'm not gonna re-wear something I wore to a concert for Halloween. I feel like
That's what I've thought about. I feel like I need to. I used so many beads to make what I wore to Taylor Swift, and I'm like, God, I don't want to take it apart.
Yeah.
It's so many beads. Like, what am I gonna ever do with it? Just keep it.
next time we go to see Taylor Swift, obviously.
Exactly. Obviously. Yeah.
What are you gonna do with that?
That's what I'm
That's what I
saying.
thought about with my pants. I'm like,
I'll
I'm
never
never
wear
wearing
them
these
again.
again.
Yeah. But like
They're
the pants are more like, I don't know, you can keep them and hang them up. Like mine, like
yeah.
it doesn't make any sense. It's I made a rib cage out of like a bunch of friendship bracelets. So it's like I can't really display it unless I get a
You could
mannequin.
well, you could display it on your wall and have a bunch of like pins in the wall
Oh,
to
that's
hold
true.
it
I have like
like a
that.
rib
Yeah.
cage.
And I could just get rid of the back piece, so it's like yeah, I could. It's at home right now.
Yeah.
But going forward, so I have been to a lot of concerts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like probably like 10. And not until I kind of want to say Taylor Swift. I guess for Lord, I sort of dressed to fit the theme, but
Yeah.
like for her, I wore basically what I wore on my birthday. I was on fire. I wore yellow pants with like a red and orange shirt for Lord, but I had never really dressed up for concerts. But I love the concept of doing that, and I
Mm-hmm.
think that if I can go to any concerts going forward, which I will, I think I'll dress to like fit whatever the artist is.
Yeah, that's so I haven't been to that many concerts. The first one I went to was Billie Eilish, and that was my
Mm-hmm.
senior year. Like the
Yeah.
first big concert I'd ever been to was that. And I guess I didn't really dress up for that, but every concert moving forward, like I saw Conan Gray a couple months later,
Mm-hmm.
and I kind of dressed up for that.
Oh, I guess I did too for Conan Gray. I wore like all pink, and then I had like a bunch of heart jewelry
Yeah,
for
I
his
feel
Crush Culture because
I
it was
don't
his
know.
Crush Culture. Yeah, I think it was Crush Culture tour because it was
Whoa.
pre. But anyways,
Yeah,
continue.
Sabrina Carpenter. I dressed up for
I guess
that.
for Indigo to Suicide, I did too. I made a shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like dressing up for everything. I wish
Yeah.
every holiday we could dress up. I fuck up Christmas and ugly Christmas sweaters. Some people
You
can't get
do.
behind it.
I can.
I
I
love
absolutely
ugly
can.
Christmas sweaters.
Yeah. They're so good.
Um I really if my future lover is watching this, I love matching pajama sets for Christmas. Like that's good.
That is
And all the
good.
TikToks where they do the dances together,
Mm.
I can get behind that. I'm not I really I used to hate on like the relationship things a lot and it'd be like this is so cheesy. But now I'm so down for all of it.
Really?
But yeah.
I think matching pajamas. Did you have Christmas pajamas as a kid, like with your siblings?
Mhm.
That's
Oh
what my
yeah. Like
parents
every
would
year
get
we got a
us.
new pair and
Yeah,
we
at the beginning of December. Yeah.
whoa. We
Yeah.
get ours Christmas Eve and wear them to
Oh,
bed.
really?
So we get our
I guess
picture.
it depended. When we were little, we would get them at the beginning of December.
Mhm.
Do you know what an advent calendar is?
Mhm.
Did your parents do advent
Yeah.
calendars? Was it like a store bought one or would they handwrite them?
It would it depended on the year. Sometimes like last year my dad gave me a calendar with chapsticks for every different
That's cute.
day of December.
Mhm.
That was good.
My parents got it. I hope when my parents die, no offense to you guys, I get the advent calendar. I think I will. Mom and Dad, if you're watching, write this in your wills. We have like a big wooden advent calendar, and my mom would write like her own like little thing every single day. So some days it would be like hot cocoa after school, or like she would get us like socks or chapstick, whatever, or like bedtime story, like snowball fight, so it'd be like a different like silly little thing every single day. But God, I loved the advent calendar. It was so fun. But yeah, and then my nails are already chipping.
Probably because you just did that with it.
Yeah, I know. I know.
You're like, my nail's already chipping as you chip away at it at your
My
fucking
nail
microphone.
already chipped, I should have said.
Or just I chipped my
I chipped my nail, guys.
my nail already
It
chipped.
did already chip because I painted them this morning.
But when you do shit with
Anyways, yeah, pajamas are good. I feel like I should have gotten Halloween pajamas. Good mouth drop. I brought a pair of Christmas pajamas to school. You're gonna shit your pants. I love Christmas pajamas.
I forgot. I did not carve pumpkins this year. How do you feel about carving pumpkins?
I love it. And it's not too late. So if you want to carve pumpkins, I'll carve them with you.
Do you want to? I really want to carve pumpkins.
Yeah.
I
didn't know if anybody else was going to want to, but I really love carving pumpkins.
Do you have the materials to carve them? Do you have a big
I
bowl
have
we
a
can?
big fucking knife
Okay.
and a big bowl. Do you like pumpkin seeds? Would you roast the
I
pumpkin
have
seeds?
never had roasted pumpkin seeds ever.
We're gonna have to roast the pumpkin seeds too. Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about painting pumpkins?
I've never personally done it, but I like it.
I'm so good at painting pumpkins. Did you see the one I posted?
Mm-hmm.
I did Kermit the Frog drinking tea one year, and I gave it to my teacher. And it was probably the best work I've ever done. I can't paint worth shit, but for some reason, when somebody gives me a pumpkin to paint on, it's like, okay, it's time to become an artist for the night.
Yeah, I don't know. I just never have. It was always, we'd always carve pumpkins as a family.
I did Pennywise in a pumpkin one year. It took me like 3 hours.
Oh, really?
It was crazy. Have you ever done those ones where it's like you print off the picture you want and you tape the picture to the pumpkin and then you carve it out like that?
That's the only kind we ever did as kids. Like, since we were little, like, my
Really?
dad was like, this is, yeah, and you'd take a thumbtack and you'd poke all the little holes. Yeah, that's what we always did. And I would do some good ones.
I did that a couple times.
Yeah, we never really did, like, classic jack-o'-lanterns.
Really?
Jack-o'-lanterns, never, no. It was always, like, you would print out what design you wanted, and then we'd do it like that. Which I guess is kind of weird, but, yeah. Or I think the only time I ever did a jack-o'-lantern was I, like, made it throw up. Do you know those?
What?
Where you, like, save the guts and
yeah.
all over the porch to make it look like it's thrown up. I like throwing pumpkins. I love Halloween.
Pumpkin pie.
Oh. I love pumpkin pie.
I really love pumpkin pie.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, especially around Halloween.
Really?
Yeah.
Want to go to the store tonight?
But I also really like chocolate chip cookies.
Did you already eat yours? You want another one?
Do you have more?
I brought quite a few.
Can I have like 2? Yeah. And one for the road? I love... Reese makes the best chocolate chip cookies ever in the world. They are so good. I had them... Was it your birthday that I had them? Or was it Lizzie's birthday? I had them on Elizabeth's 19th birthday. And it was the best chocolate chip cookie I ever had. And I think I had like 6 of them. And that was before I got so drunk that I couldn't remember. So I probably definitely had more.
Probably. I'm happy you did.
I had so many cookies. I definitely had more cookies because I felt sick in the morning.
Did you really?
Yeah, I was like, my skin was gross. And I was like, I ate too many cookies last night.
They're good though. I don't understand how you can fuck up cookies that bad. Like, the cookies today from the bake sale were really bad. I thought. Maybe I'm just critical because I know how to bake, but I'm like, how do you fuck
Well, it was
bad?
men that made them. Come on now.
Still.
We gotta be respectful.
Anyways, guys.
Whoa.
Happy freaking Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
I love you.
Thank you for joining us.
Have the best night of your life.
Don't eat razor blades out of your Reese's.
Or do if you want. No hate, no shade.
Goodbye.